I'm going to bring up your next comic. He's very hilarious. He's become an avid supporter here, and I very much appreciate that. Give it up for Daniel A., everybody.
It's gonna be funny. No pressure. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, no pressure.
I'll start with Jews.
Juice?
No, I didn't have anything to go after that. I just wanted to start by just saying something random, possibly. But, you know, like, people talk about, like, why the N-word is, like, a trigger word, or people ban it sometimes, like, as far as saying it in comedy. And they say as well, it's because it has a history of negativity with it. And, like, I feel like if that's the case when it comes to banning words, then, like, why don't we even ban the word woman? Because, like, for thousands of years, it, like, it was just like slap, slap. It's okay. You know what I mean? It just didn't make, like, it wasn't the best thing to do where you were automatically lower than most people. I guess not. But it's hard for, for as a comic for, like, to say offensive things. For me, I feel like I'm limited by my appearance for even saying, like raunchy stuff, like any, like, slur, or even in conversation, I can't say shit like the hood or street. It's just because I have, like, a goobery, squishy face. It's like I'm automatically discredited just because of my appearance. But also it's just because, like, I feel like I'm like a negative, I'm not a negative person, but people look down on me because I'm a happy person. Like when I think it's just like it limits you somehow, because, like, people are usually miserable. Most people are miserable with life. And, like, when they see a happy person, they're pissed off. They almost, like, they judge them, they think they're stupid. Like, because sometimes I feel like people don't tell me bad news because I have to dial down my smile. Like, my neutral smile, which is just automatic for me. So it's like, oh, my dad died, I have to be like, ooh, that's sad. But also, like, even comics, I feel like, judge me just like, I feel like, they think I'm an idiot for, like, maybe, like, being positive or optimistic, and I feel it's because, like, they're like, don't you see, like, there's shit all over the world, and, like, everything is bad. It's like, why are you smiling? Are you an idiot? And it's just like, fuck, I'm not an idiot. It's just like, yeah, I see the big pile of shit on the floor, but there's flowers too, you know what I mean? It's like, I'm not gonna focus on that or I'm gonna, like, smell shit. It's like, that's the way people, like, kind of get depressed, I feel. But, like, I feel like, as far as comedy, like, as far as, like, philosophies and stuff, like, people talk about, like, this is about comedy is this, comedy is that. I feel like just comedy is really about surprise. Like, if somebody tricks you or surprises you, then you laugh. Like, if Obama was talking about a speech or something and he just, like, farted audibly, it just, like, it comes out of nowhere, so, you know, you don't expect it. That's why, like, farts are funny, I think, just because, like, normally nothing, or whatever. But sometimes, as far as comics, I like most comics. I like just comics in general, but I feel like I get pissed off at them when, like, hecklers, I think, like, hecklers are part of comedy, you know, you deal with them or whatever, even though it's kind of rude and sick, but, like, comic hecklers, I feel, piss me the most off, just because, like, they don't get, like, especially at open mics. Like, I was at an open mic and some guy who came up, like, he was new, and some of the regulars, they were just like, where is this going? And, like they were angry at him for taking up the time. It's like they signed up and everything else. But, like, it's kind of, like, stupid judgmental, just because, like, it's not the improv, it's an open mic. It's like, what makes you think you know about comedy? You just showed up just like everybody else. This is not really jokes. I try to, like, find the jokes in these things and try to, like, distill them. But, you know, prison rape, I often think about things I shouldn't, like, I'm not a violent person, but if I ever went to jail, I know that, like, I would be raped in prison. But then I think about, like, what kind should I, like, you know, get one guy, like, be his bitch, and then, like, one guy would rape me. Or, like, you know, be the group rape thing. And I feel like, you know, variety is the spice of life. But, like, I feel like maybe it is better, because, like, if the guy who, like, I'm the bitch of, he has, like, a big dick, then it's, like, a big dick every day, you know what I mean? Oh, but if I had the group rape situation, it's like, maybe there's a small dick in there somewhere to give me some really... You know, people talk about job security, and I feel like if that's the standard of, like, picking a safety job, as far as, like, not your dream, it's just a job, like, it's like, why wouldn't you be a drug dealer, you know what I mean? It's just because, like, everyone wants drugs, and that's another thing that should be linked with drug material. But actually, people say like you shouldn't drink and drive, which I agree with because it's the law and all that shit. But I feel like everyone's, well, not everyone, but like a lot of people have drink and drive. I've drunk and drove. I've driven on certain drugs. I know a lot of people. I know a lot of people who have like, even like the ones I would never do, like acid driving or whatever. And I feel like there should be like a drunk driver's license. Like you should get fucked up and then take a test, and if you can pass the test with whatever, then you get a license to drive like that. You know? It just makes sense because like, you know, normal driving, you know, normal license, you have to practice even if you're bad. And that didn't even explain it. As far as things that I shouldn't say, like I try to like solve problems and like you know, people say like, you know, being gay is a choice, or like not people don't say that. People say you're born gay, but then like I try to think like extend that further. Like, what if like being a pedophile, you're born being a pedophile, and then like I don't think pedophilia is right, but I feel like how can we help those people if that's the case? And I think like, okay, let me try to figure this out. And I'm thinking like midgets. It's like, you know, midgets maybe only date midgets or whatever, but like maybe they can come together as far as like a possibility of love for the future. These might even seem like unrelatable jokes, but I feel like I should just do like a bunch of. I'm trying to think of a string of unrelatable material, like just future material, like things that are only from 2020. Like, what's the deal with teleporters, or what's the deal with genetically modified children? I don't know. And then like, it'd be like, you'd be laughing right now if this were the future, but you guys don't get it. You know? Yeah, okay.
Daniel A, everybody. Give it up for Daniel.